everyone, it's Trident back again, and today I guess I'll just be showing you some of this stuff and I don't know, trying to identify what kind of channel this is, because it's kind of hard to tell, especially with a review on an old computer I'm taking apart. I've taken a lot of it apart actually, so there's that. Right now I only have a few more things to work on. We have the motherboard right here. As you can see, there's the fan right here with the CPU behind it. Cookie Glue has been telling me to open that up, but it's kind of hard. And there's one last screw keeping the motherboard in, and I don't want to break the motherboard. So for now, it'll just have to stay in the case. And one last thing before we begin the review on all the different parts and pieces. Of course, so naturally, I wanted my own computer in my own room, considering I'm not as, let's say ambitious as Cookie Glue building his own computer. So right now I'm salvaging parts, and I may do another review on parts from other computers I'll grab from a relative's house. Anyway, also, so I decided to be like, you know what? I'm going to have it right in this corner of my room. It's going to be awesome. Do whatever I want. I booted it up. And of course, the Windows XP sound plays. So, just a bit of extra info. Anyway, let's get to the review. We'll start with this. Bit of a close-up. I know it's like an input for some form of disk. I think it's a floppy disk. Yeah, definitely floppy disk. I hope I'm not wrong. Anyway, and it has a lot of stuff like springs right there. The port for the wire. I'll grab all the wires after the main components and show you guys it. We have this little circle thing right here. I'm not sure exactly what that is. And we do have a screw right here, so maybe I'll take a look deeper into this and I'll add it to another video on deeper computer review. Anyway, that was the first piece. The second items, I put them together since I'm pretty sure they're both one and the same. Just RAM. We have this one, a 160 gigabytes. You got quality right there. Oh, it's backwards. Whoops. Anyway, yeah, and we got some circuitry on the back. Not as interesting as this one, though. It has some, these things. I'm not sure what they're actually called. I'm not as much of a techie channel as Cookie Glue is. This is just another thing of 120 gigabytes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just RAM. And then the ports. And that was the second item. For the third two items, we just have DVD inputs. The computer had two, DVD and a disc. So this is for like movies, and then you got music. I'm pretty sure it would work with anything though. And oh boy, was I glad to take these out. they kept opening on their own, and that was super annoying. It won't work now because it doesn't have any power. Then you got the ports. And those were the third item. For the fourth item, we have this sort of just like kind of rudimentary ports, just cards, SD cards, just like a camera thing. It is a bit less protected though. Very dusty. We have these weird foily things in the back. I guess you can see the top ones better. And yeah, pretty short description. I'm actually not completely sure what a lot of this stuff is. So yeah, that was the fourth item. For the fifth, we have actually three things. They're just circuit boards with stuff on them. This part right here, it had like a plug thing, reverse plug, whatever you want to call it. We have two others. This is the biggest. And I'm not sure what all of these are. We have this green thing right here. I don't know. This one says it's a PCI adapter. That's backwards, whatever. You can pause it and read it backwards if you want to. And yeah, a lot of this stuff I have no idea what it is, and I want to know, and I want to learn to know. So I'm like just like a bit on being a tech/computer building channel. But that's for the next segment after the sixth item. The sixth item, the biggest and has the most wires, because it has the only wires. A lot of this stuff actually connected to the other things. Yeah, like this and whatever else. So I had a stroke of genius and decided that this is the PSU, or the power supply. I looked at it the other day, and it was only 250 watts, so not using that. And it has a fan. And the only other thing that I haven't looked into is the motherboard and the CPU, or the processor, and those are still in the case, just stuck down to it. And now moving on to the next segment. Alright then, so I know I look a bit drained, maybe like a vampire in this video, but it's only because natural stuff. And I guess I want this to be a bit of gaming, like a bit of tech, a bit of computer stuff, as this video is about. And I guess you could also kind of sketch skits and that kind of stuff as well, duh, because I was in Mr. Golden Cape. So a 4-part channel, it's kind of complicated, but right now we are jumping into tech, and in a collab video, it'll be up on Cookie Glue's channel, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it on here. So, and the feature item is this. I hate these things so much. The only reason I have one is because I found it on the equivalent of go outside and not do school on a field. These things are taking over.